How different of a fighter are you today from 2015 against Ronda Rousey?
Oh, I'm a completely different fighter today, you know, and I that's exactly how I felt in this job. Is, you know, my first training camp, I literally only trained 8 weeks for my first MMA fight. 8 weeks of like just practicing get-ups. And I just went into the fight thinking, if you go down, you better get up. And I knew that it would be on the fast track because of my boxing background, and I knew that. So I didn't have that many MMA fights before I got in the UFC. And getting in the UFC, I knew my career would be on the fast track. I only had 2 fights in the UFC before I faced Ronda. So yes, at that point I had had experience under me, and I have the best coaches to help me catch up. But that was still in 2015. It's 2019. I didn't even start grappling until I was 29. So that was half of my MMA career ago, basically. You know, so yes, I've completely learned a lot and completely become a different fighter than I was in 2015.
You made the comment during workouts that Amanda Nunes is facing you, and you're not Shevchenko. You're not Tate. You're not any of these. How different of a matchup for Amanda is it against you for what the skills you bring to the table?
I'm just a completely different fighter. That's all there is to it. I'm not the same fighter, and that's not saying that they aren't great. It's just I'm different. I'm different than them, so it makes a different fight. And that's why people love to watch fights. It's 2 people at their best just up against each other, and you never know what's going to happen. It's honestly, I think that's why people love to watch fighting. It's a sport that will never die. It doesn't get old. People, there's always someone coming in with a big upset. There's always somebody that's maybe going to be reigning. You have someone like Floyd Mayweather in boxing who's never lost. And then you have people who are up and down in other sports, but it doesn't matter. Every time they get in there, anybody has a puncher's chance, and it could be the last, you know, punch right before the end of the bell, and everything can change.
Finally, when you look at this challenge of Amanda, in some ways you can compare her game and style to Chris Cyborg, who you went the distance against. Is there anything you can learn from that experience that you can use against Amanda?
I think the only thing that I learned from that experience is, yeah, we can go hard for 5 rounds. I want it to be cleaner, I want it to be better, I want to perform better, I want to do better, all those things. But, you know, the fight with Cyborg was a 5-round battle, and it's just a constant reminder that I still love this sport, and no matter what happens, I'm in there with the grit, and I know I've got the heart. But really, I don't really like to compare too much. I want to be just focused on what I'm going to do in this fight.
Best of luck Saturday. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
You're the pro, I'm the
How are
schmo.
you?
Pleasure to meet you,
How
Holm.
are you?
This is the schmo with the pro, with the former bantamweight champion of the world, Holm, here at UFC 239 Media Day. How we doing?
I'm doing great. It's been a good week, feeling good, and I'm ready for Saturday.
Now you're a giant killer. You beat Ronda Rousey, who had a lot of hype. How does this hype compare with Amanda Nunes right now compared to back then a few years ago against Ronda?
You know, I feel like every fight is its own journey, so I'm just taking this journey as its own. I think every experience in life helps us to be prepared for the next big experience. So there's things I took from that are going to help me be ready for this fight. You know, I've been there before, I've been on this stage before, and I know that I can do it. So there's always that confidence that's been built. But this is a whole different fight and a whole different fighter, so I still know that it's its own journey.
Multi-time champion in boxing and kickboxing, which one was harder for you to attain the championship level form?
I think there's more ways to win or lose in MMA, so I feel like that's what makes it a little more difficult because there's more you have to watch out for. You know, there's more things coming out you have to be more defensive for, but there's also more tools you have to win. So I just feel like as far as, you know, what can happen in a fight, I think more things can happen in an MMA fight, but they're both difficult sports to keep your belt, and there's always going to be someone coming up. So to keep it and retain it, everybody says to become champions not quite as hard as retaining it, and that's very true.
Training in Albuquerque, out of Jackson Wink, what's one side of John Bones Jones that the media and the people don't really get to see every day?
You know, John is the most personable, you know, person in the gym of anybody I know. He just really, for as much as he could be, you know, kind of cocky and confident and all that, he's always been just a guy that doesn't put himself above others. He always sees other people as who they are, appreciates them, and anybody that even meets him for 5 minutes already feels that. So one thing that I appreciate about him, he comes into the gym and he's the greatest, and he comes in and he's still the one who's maybe giving someone else advice or even asking for advice, like working with the team. He doesn't ever walk in thinking like, what's everybody going to do for me today? He walks in and he's just part of the team. He doesn't walk around like he deserves more, needs more, or anything like that. He walks in and he's a teammate, and he doesn't put any different expectations on himself than there is on somebody that's just having their MMA debut.
We'll get you out of here on this. What's your one message for Holly Holm fans worldwide?
I love you guys. Couldn't do my job without you, so thank you.
She's the pro, I'm the schmo. We're out.
Thanks.
Holly. Can I get a shot of you holding the flag for the holiday?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.